Good evening. We have one very important concept in economy that is called supply chain. What exactly is the meaning of this supply chain? Let's try to understand. If you look at any company, a company manufactures something. But after manufacturing, that product has to reach the final buyer. Final buyer means that is a place where exactly the product is consumed. But where is this manufacturing place and where is the consumption place? That is the reason why after manufacturing, it will undergo various processes like processing, packaging, transportation. So many steps are involved in this. And in between, you will also come across with the suppliers, meaning after a product is manufactured, through suppliers, it will reach the final buyer and the final buyer will buy it and that is consumed. So, starting from the company stage till it reaches the final buyer, this whole process is called supply chain. Imagine a situation what happens if there is a breakage in the supply chain. Obviously, the final buyer, the consumer, will be affected. Plus, the suppliers will also be affected because majority of the people, large number of people depend on this supply chain. That is the reason why people are working in the processing industry, people are working in transportation, people are working in the retail shops, and ultimately the final buyer has to reach there for the purpose of purchase. But if anything goes wrong at anywhere, there is a disturbance with respect to supply chain. This is what is happening throughout the world now because most of the countries in the world they are depending on the products that are being produced in China. Chinese products are very cheap because of the cheap raw material that is available, because of the low labor prices, the wages in China, because of the various reasons, the production cost is also very, very low. And when they supply in large number, they are making huge profits. And I am discussing about China. But what happened now? Because of this COVID situation, every country in the world is scared to import from China. And every country is accusing China that COVID-19, the coronavirus has been started, it was created in Wuhan, that is in China. That is the reason why most of the countries are thinking and rethinking whether to go ahead with the imports from China or not. Of course, most of the developed countries have openly said very clearly that they are going to oppose China and China has to pay for the entire loss that has been done so far because the virus has originated in Wuhan. Amidst of all these things, China is still going ahead. But the first country that came forward to discuss about the supply chain resilience. Supply chain resilience means it is the ability to come back, meaning how long you depend on some other country's products. You need to develop on your own or you look for some other channels. And it has been started by Japan. And India also joined hands with Japan with respect to supply chain resilience. Am I clear? Very, 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 very important aspect. That is, kindly remember, in globalization, you have to depend on other countries also. But at what cost? It is not at the cost of importing some viruses. That is the reason why entire world is scared now. It seems that the volume of transactions that happen between China and other countries, it has been reduced very drastically. And some of the companies, some of the foreign companies which got established in China, they are thinking of withdrawing their investments. And some companies have already decided, they started withdrawing, and some of them have already withdrawn and they are looking towards some other countries for for a place where they can invest very safely. So this is what the so-called, the latest information with respect to the trade that is happening at the international level. So now the basic concept is, what is supply chain resilience? Clear? And Japan has proposed this one, and India also expressed its opinion to join hands with, this is Japan. And of course, you must be aware of this already. We have discussed in one of the classes that India has already banned import of color TVs from China. India also banned so many apps of China. India is taking very serious measures, right? And of course, this is because of this Wuhan virus, number one, and also because of the standoff that took place between India and China in Galwan Valley, right? So reasons are many, but India took a very stringent step, very strict step in order to stop the domination of Chinese. That is the reason why India also took a decision that FDIs, the foreign direct investments from India's neighboring states, cannot enter into India through automatic route. They must enter into India only through government route, meaning only through government's permission. Earlier, on so many sectors in FDI, automatic route is permitted. Even today also, FDIs entering into India through automatic route is very much permitted. But India applied restrictions on the countries which are our neighbors, that are sharing our borders. Clear? And another important thing is that what may happen, China may send its products to some other country. China may send its products to some other country, and from there it can be redirected. It can be redirected to India. That is the reason why India made it very, very clear, even with respect to the online sales also, every product has to mention the place of origin. But generally, we don't see the place of origin in the, e-commerce. But now, India made it very, very clear. If you want to have the sales, you have to mention the place of origin. This is only to stop the import of certain products that have been produced, manufactured, and supplied from China. And redirection is also not allowed. Very much clear. Clear? Otherwise, what will happen? China may send its goods to some other country, and from other country, as if that is a place of origin, that may enter into Indian market. That is the reason why the government took very serious, stringent, and strict steps. So these are all the welcome steps, and in future, many things are going to happen, and we'll be looking into all those in future. As and when there are developments, we'll try to understand. Fine. Thank you so much for being with me this evening, and I'll see you in the next class. Thank you.